Hey guys, today I have a favorites video for you. I haven't done one of these in a little while, and if you can believe it or not, I know I can't, it is the end of October, almost. So I wanted to talk about a few products that I've been loving. I also have a couple products that I consider fails, and I want to talk about those too. I don't have a ton, but I still wanted to make this video, so let's just go ahead and get started. Starting off with my favorite products, I want to talk about the blush that I'm wearing right now, and I have had this for actually quite a few months, and I never talked about it because quite frankly, I felt like it wasn't that awesome. I had heard such good things about it, and so I picked it up myself. It sounded like something I would love through and through, and then when I got it and I started wearing it, I was like, why is this hyped up? Like, I really don't see the benefit. However, I started using a different brush to apply it, and everything has changed. So the product I'm talking about, and I will show you the brush as well, is from M Cosmetics. This is the Heaven's Glow blush in the shade Faded Clementine. So I do have a highlight on as well, but it is this peachy orange blush that has such a beautiful sheen to it. I will swatch it for you. I don't know if you can tell, but in the pan, it looks a little unassuming. It looks a little pale, not that pigmented, not that poppy of a product. Hopefully you can kind of see it there. When I swatched it, I thought, oh man, like, is this even going to show up on my skin, especially when I have a little bit of a tan? Originally, I was just applying this with a regular blush brush. For example, this Morphe E4 brush. This is what I use a lot for either cream or powder blushes. So I was just using this and applying it, you know, kind of stamping it on like that and kind of bringing it out. That's typically how I apply, again, my powder and cream blushes. However, I was not, like I said, getting really anywhere with that. I mean, it was showing up on my skin, but barely. I heard everybody saying that it has this beautiful sheen to it, and I was like, where though? Then, for whatever reason, I started using more of a paddle type brush like this. Now, you don't have to get this one, but this is one that I have. This is from Royal and Langnickel. It's the Omnia Balm 110 brush. And the way that I've been applying this is not stamping it on. It's actually like swiping it, almost pressing it and like blending it into the skin by actually buffing it is the best word to say. So this type of application, now you probably could do that with this Morphe brush as well, but I just find that this type of paddle almost, like I said, presses it and blends it in a buffing motion. And that's where I've been getting the best payoff from this blush, enough to where it's such a beautiful blush that I wanted to talk about it in my favorites video. This is really unique. It's very peachy and warm, which I absolutely love, and it does have a beautiful sheen. Like, I do have a highlight on, like I said, but this blush alone has like a golden sheen to it that is stunning even without a highlight. I really do like this. I just think that it's crazy that just by using a different brush or a different application technique, you can find a way to use a product that you otherwise thought wasn't that awesome. So was excited about this and how I've been using it lately. I actually do also have another blush that is brand new to me that I wanted to mention here. I have been having a lot of fun with it. This is from Illamasqua, and this is in the shade Excite. It's just their powder blusher, and I can't say anything besides look at it. I mean, literally look at it. It is absolutely, like, I'm speechless every time. It is my perfect poppy coral orange in your face blush. Of course, you can use a light hand with this to just get like a little wash. I might put some of this on. God damn it. I love tons of blush. I think it is the prettiest color, but in general, just blush across the board, I can't get enough of, and this color is so special. It is just a traditional matte blush, no sheen in this one, almost neon in fashion, but you saw I just applied a little bit, and it can look very unassuming, not scary if you use just a touch of it. I, however, like I said, like to use also a lot of it to get a really neon pop, and I have been loving this so much. You guys might remember that I love the Illamasqua highlighters as well, the Beyond Powder highlighters. Absolute perfection. I also recently picked up their foundation for a second time in my life, and I've been loving that too, but the blush specifically, had to mention it. Next, I have a lip liner that I am wearing underneath a lip gloss right now. This is from NYX. This is a product that's been out for quite a long time. It's nothing new to NYX's line, but this is the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, definitely a turn on waterproof extreme lip color lip liner. Stop with the long name, please, thanks. But it's in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. This is a sharpenable lip liner, but it is a very, very creamy formula. However, I find that it stays on pretty well. This is not one that slips around so much to where it's unmanageable or that it doesn't, like I say, last. This is a great formula if you love like something creamy. I actually traditionally like something a little drier, but this I've still been really liking. I love that it's from the drugstore, and hopefully you can tell it's a great everyday, goes with anything kind of pinkish nude shade. Let me swatch it for you actually so you can see. This actually reminds me a lot of Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. It's a very, very nice pink nude, so been really enjoying that. I have another lip product that has been really fun to have in my collection. I talked about this on my Instagram. It's not something that I would ever traditionally be drawn to, but I've heard this hyped up on especially YouTube for the past year at least, and I just got something like a little tinge in me to where I wanted to pick it up for myself. This is from Too Faced. This is the Hangover Pillow Balm Lip Treatment. I got the scent in Watermelon Kiss. They do have a banana one, maybe a peach one. There's a clear one. I feel like they recently came out with even more flavors, like maybe even a chocolate one. This is a liquid. It's not really liquid. I was gonna say it's a liquid lip balm because it's able to be applied like in this doe foot type tube applicator. However, it is creamy. It is a cream. It's almost like they packaged a lip balm in a tube with a doe foot. It is creamy. You can see I mean, if I wanted to, I can get a lot out onto the doe foot. This is something I use a lot. So I know a lot of people like to use a lip balm, even this type, at night. I get lazy as hell. So I don't typically use it at night, but for during the day, especially if I don't feel like I need to be glam, like if I'm working from home that day, or if I'm going to a lot of offices and I'm wearing a mask, this is something I'll wear underneath my mask. It makes your lips very soft, very hydrated, doesn't have a lot of color. I mean, this is slightly pink, but mostly it's clear. It is a no fuss product, great everyday use. So I've been liking this. I think it's fun to have. I don't think it's necessarily better or worse than like a pot balm, but I do think it's more hygienic. I mean, we're not digging our finger into a pot often, and later today I will have long nails again, so that can be a little cumbersome, you know, when you're digging into a pot. You get what I'm saying. Okay, sadly I only have one more favorite and then I have a couple fails. This is a favorite with a but attached to it, okay? I'm talking about a perfume, which I rarely talk about perfumes on my channel. This is from the brand Mugler. It is Alien Goddess. This smells so freaking good. I just got the little spray, which by the way, this is a travel, but it's a spray. It's not a roller ball, which I love to death. You can see I've used like a decent amount of it. I got this at Ulta. I smelled this, was literally going to buy the full-size bottle because I was like, I want to try this. This smells so good. I love the scent. How would I describe this? You're probably wondering. It is warm, sophisticated, caramel, yeah, that's a good one. Sweet, but not like, are you wearing just straight up vanilla perfume? Like childish, you know, it's very mature, does have some warmth to it, sweet. I'm saying the same words over and over again. Okay, let me actually tell you what the notes are. This is from Sephora. It says fragrance family is florals. However, I have to say, I would never smell this and be like, floral. When I think of floral, and I am not a connoisseur of fragrances, but when I think of floral, I think of like rose and I don't know, like gardenia and stuff. This is warm florals, bergamot essence, jasmine grandiflorum, bourbon vanilla. Bourbon vanilla is a good way to say it. It says a warm floral women's scent, pairs divine base of vanilla perfume with jasmine from India, a burst of fresh Italian bergamot, radiant floral bouquet of notes fit for a goddess. So maybe that'll help you out a little bit more than what I was trying to say. This does have 2.7 thousand reviews and it's almost 5 stars on Sephora. Let me spray this because I haven't yet. Oh, I love it so much. I spray a lot because here's the but. This lasts on me, but not as long as I want it to. If you have been a follower of mine for a decent amount of time, you've probably heard me complain about perfumes and how I love so many of them and none of them freaking last on me, on my skin, on my clothes. They don't last. I will spray something that I absolutely love, and within 2 hours, I'm like, where is it? I want to smell it on myself. I definitely want like my husband to be like, ooh, you smell good. For sure, best compliment ever. I would love to walk into a room and people be like, ooh, you smell good. Oh my God, would love that compliment. I'm so jealous when I smell my friends, but you know, like you go to hug your friend or something and you're like, ooh, you smell good. Dream come true, want that so bad. However, my point is, a lot of fragrances do not freaking last on me. I will say, and I know you didn't ask, but the 2 fragrances, literally 2 that I found that last on me. One, I need to purchase a new bottle because this is from 1,000 years ago. Chanel Chance, just the regular Chanel Chance. This will last on me. I will smell this. I only have to spray like a little bit, couple sprays, maybe 3, and I will smell it most of the day. The other one that I have found that lasts on me is much less, well, less expensive, not much less, but this is from the brand All Saints. You can find this at an All Saints store or at like Nordstrom. This is in the, this is in the fragrance, I almost said shade, Sunset Riot. Really, really nice, love it, actually does last on me. Fantastic. So most perfumes, other than those 2 that I have bought, last on me for like an hour and then like I said, they're gone. This doesn't last all day, but it does last for like half the day. And so I don't know if I'm gonna buy the full size of this or not. I was really thinking that I would for the Sephora sale because I do love it so much. Like maybe enough to always have a travel size in my purse and just reapply and then have a big bottle for at home to use in the morning before I leave. I don't know. I love this so, so much, and packaging is really cool too. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, sorry that was so long. Been needing to talk to you guys about it for a while. Let's move on to some fail products. Okay, I have 3. The first one that I wanna talk about is from One Size. I purchased this little mini one, travel size, of the On Till Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray. Patrick Starr did come out with 2 setting sprays. This is the matte stay on all day one. It's in an aerosol can. This is very weird. It may sound appealing because it's a continuous aerosol mist, similar to, I actually think Huda Beauty has one, and then also most people know about the Morphe one that's pretty inexpensive and that works really well, like a nice fine mist. However, this, number 1, feels almost dry when you're spraying this on your skin. It does kind of mattify you, but the spray itself feels like dry. Like I want to feel, and I've said this so many times, I want to feel like wet on my skin. I want to feel like I have saturated my skin with a spray. It doesn't need to be a spray that is like huge droplets on me, but I want to feel like a continuous feeling that I got the spray on my skin. This makes me feel like I have to spray a ton in order to feel any sort of spray getting on my skin. And it also smells so fragrant. It is very intense. It is similar to the Huda Beauty one when she first came out with her setting spray, where people were losing their minds about how fragrant it is. This is not that far off from that. So I just don't like this. I don't reach for it at all. It's just kind of sitting here in my collection. I don't know how I'm even gonna use up this little one because I don't like it. I truly don't. If you want something that's going to keep your makeup on all day, use the Urban Decay All Nighter or use the Charlotte Tilbury one, the Flawless Setting Spray. These two actually will keep your makeup on longer, and it's a satisfying spray. Just forget about that one, in my opinion. I don't like it at all. The other two fails are both from the drugstore, and the first one is from Maybelline. This is the Superstay Active Wear Up to 30-Hour Foundation. I have no idea what the difference is between this and their 24-hour Superstay. This one says activewear. Don't know the difference. This is the longest wear claim though, 30 hours. I mean, that's a big deal. I made a comment in one of my recent videos where I said, okay guys, the Superstay used to be 16-hour, then it was 24-hour, and now it's 30-hour. Are you guys backing that up with any sort of new ingredient, or are you just, for marketing purposes, adding more hours to get people to buy it? So not sure what that's about. But regardless of their plan, this is not good in my opinion. This is not as good of coverage as I remember the Superstay being, especially their original Superstay. I remember being like very full coverage, very flawless looking. Takes some building. It is not as full right off the bat as I anticipated. The other thing is, this is not 30-hour wear. Like, there's just no way. This looks so heavy and cakey after not that long. I don't like this at all. Like, I truly don't even want it in my collection. It's not good. And the other product is weird. This is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow or Super Shock Cheek in the shade Lunch Money. I bought this because I love Flexitarian for an inner corner highlight. I wanted, however, one that was similar in texture to Flexitarian, but that was a little bit warmer. Flexitarian is very white silver shine, and I wanted something that was a little more like yellow or warm gold shine. When I put this in my inner corner, looks kind of awful. It makes the inner corner of my eye look so dry and cakey. I don't know if I maybe grabbed an older one and it's just like not performing how it's supposed to, but it literally looks cakey and it picks up some of my concealer, and it virtually, in my opinion, ruins my eye makeup when I use this. I've tried it multiple different times and I can't be bothered anymore. It's really bad. Let me know if you guys have had any similar problem with any of the Super Shock cheeks. Do you think I got an old one? What is your opinion? I definitely want to know in the comments below. Okay, and I think that that is actually everything I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel so you can see future videos from me. I'm really happy you guys are here. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.